Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. This is Jeremiah Lang and Darren Neufeld and Casey Case coming to you from Remington Broncos Stadium, and we are glad to be here. This is the Central National Bank pregame. Casey, we wanted to give us your thoughts?
Yes, I'm going to tell you that they're going to play the national anthem, and we need to pause.
Good idea. All right, welcome back to the pregame, Central National Bank pregame, following the national anthem. We're going to turn it over to Casey for his pregame thoughts.
I've got some very intuitive information here, guys. We are playing on a field that runs east and west instead of the traditional north and south. We don't see a lot of those. Lyons, Kansas has one, and Remington has one. It's really going to work out pretty well tonight because we've got a strong
Here come the Broncos.
Their field is in great condition. I walked out to the 50-yard line, and the grass is nice and thick, and it's better than most visiting fields that we play on. So look for the Warriors to come out tonight. Hopefully, from what I hear, we should score early, score often. I guess we've got a few dinged-up players. I hated to miss last week's game against Sedgwick. I hear it was a great game. I was out of town, but heard we got a few guys dinged up. Hopefully, they're well enough to get in, get a few series tonight, get the blood flowing, and hopefully we can rest them the remainder of the game.
All right, thank you, Casey. Darren, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know, looking at the scouting report and then watching the film, the whole key to this Remington team really is their quarterback, number 81, both sides of the ball. Big, got to see well, I have the wrong roster up. He is don't even have it up here, it's in my pocket. There we go. So number 81 is a 6'3", 200-pound senior in Kyle Thiessen. He's big, he's strong, he's not fast. They do a lot. He normally sets up in the shotgun, so he reads a quarterback read option. They're going to run a lot up the A-gap in the middle. They throw a few bubble screens and short passes. They also try to go to the corner some. So the whole key is 81. If we play him well and tight and keep him contained, I think we're going to have a very successful night.
All right, thank you, Darren. We are broadcasting from the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast booth, and of course on the road is not nearly as nice as it is when we're back in Marion, but we are up in the wind and looking down over the field here from the south side of the field. This should be a good game for Marion. We've got it on good word, Casey and I do, that the quarterback's feet are slow, so we can get a pass rush going. We should be successful in this game. Remington comes into this game 0-3. Marion comes into this game 3-0. So hopefully this will be a game where the Marion Warriors can continue the success that they've been experiencing and get some of those dinged up players rest. We're looking forward to this game, and we will be back with the kickoff.
I got something else.
All right.
In honor of Mike Powers and Roger Schroeder, it was a National Talk Like a Pirate Week last week. So let's get this started.
All right, good.
Arr, why does it take pirates so long to learn the alphabet?
I don't know why.
Because they can spend years at sea. Arr.
You know, I guess one last thing. Do you want to do game score predictions?
That's good.
Oh, man, I hate to do that, not knowing who's going to play, how long we're going to play. 44-6.
44-6.
Darren.
I'm going to say, let's go with 50-14.
All right, 44-6, 50-14. I'm going to go a little bit more conservative. I'm going to say 36-0. And that will do it. We will be back. Oh, I guess we should tell you where Mike Powers is. Mike sends his greetings. This is the fourth time that he has missed a game since 1994.
That's all. That's what he can remember. He can remember missing 4.
But
it might be close.
Yeah. He is at his daughter's engagement party. I believe it's Maggie. Is that correct, Casey?
I believe that's correct.
Okay. And so he sends his greetings, and he wishes he could be here, but he's glad to be with family tonight. We wish him well, and we are excited for what the Warriors are about to do here tonight. We will be back with the kickoff.
Triple R Hauling is your hauling expert, offering custom step deck hauling in more than 27 states. Triple R Hauling will handle your heavy equipment, military equipment, farm machinery, and most any item you need moved. Hauling specialty and emergency loads, ramp use, bridges, and tarps are available if needed. Call Wally or Kim at 382-7802 and get things moving. Shelter Insurance is one of the most successful and financially sound regional insurance groups in the country, providing insurance products specifically designed to best suit you, including protection for your home, life, car, farm, business, and more. Drop in and see Shelter Agent Doug Heary for great rates and professional service. Doug will help you find the right coverage at the right price. Just as the Warriors practice and play hard to achieve success, the folks at Heary Real Estate work tirelessly to meet your needs. From listing to closing, Lori Heary and her agents are there to help you. Buying or selling, they will make sure your real estate transaction is a smooth one. Heary Real Estate, serving Marion and all of Marion County.
The men and women of Marion Kiwanis Club are proud to support MCTV. Marion Kiwanis Club sponsors the annual Old Settlers Day weekend and provides financial support to Chingawassa Days and countless other organizations benefiting the area. Call 382-2115 for info on tent, chair, and table rental. Marion Kiwanis, dedicated to providing service to children and local communities.
All right, and we are back for the kickoff. The Marion Warriors won the toss, the coin toss, and have deferred to the second half, and so Remington chose to receive in the, we're going to kick to the east here. A little bit of a delay here. I don't know what we're talking about.
It looks like Austin went to set the tee up on the ball, and the referee came and got the ball and took it to the coach and said, we can't use that ball. That happens to be one of those rubber balls that he's been kicking with for a full year now. So I don't know what the issue was. We'll find out a little bit later. Casey mentioned before the game, the crosswind is going to play a little bit of havoc with the kicking game here tonight. When Austin was warming up, he was really having to play into the wind, so it'll be interesting to see where this ball actually goes.
Austin Neufeld back to kick. Here we go.
End over end. Comes down about the
fumbled
and down at the 15-yard line.
The Warriors are going to come out on defense and meet the Remington Broncos about the 17-yard line, it looks like. Good kick by Austin there.
You notice he teed it up on the other hash from what he normally does, and it ended up on the hash where he normally kicks to.
That's
so
right.
The wind did blow it over. So out there on defense, we see Tyler Palick is back this week starting on defense. And Corbin is not in at the moment. Those were the two injuries from last week, or hangovers.
Yep.
And injuries.
Got another conversation out here on the field. All right. Remington quarterback Thiessen is back in the shotgun. He's got two receivers on the near side, one out to the top. It's a handoff around the end. Jack Schneider meets him, followed by, who is that?
That's Colton
Brewer.
Garrett Hoffner and Colton Brewer.
Yep.
Brought down on the play by number 46, Garrett Hoffner.
Looks like it's going to be a loss of about a half a yard. Bring up, what, second and 11?
Yep.
17-yard line?
Down and 11.
I'd say a 16-yard line.
The Warriors quick to the ball on defense on that play, and that's what we're hoping to see here throughout the first quarter, is just quick to the ball and not allowing much to happen.
Watch for number 27. He's a slot receiver on the right now. Is one of his favorite targets. And goes to the outs.
Incomplete, intended for number 3, Hale, from quarterback number 81, Thiessen. No gain on the
So that pass was incomplete to number 3, Riley Haight, covering on the play.
You were almost doing like Tony Romo on Sunday, where he was calling the play just before it happened. That was pretty impressive.
Well, but it went to the wrong guy.
Well, I know, but that
Quarterback must have read the,
pretty close.
Our safety heard me too.
Yeah.
And From the scouting report, though, they said number 27 is one of the favorite receivers and
Right.
running backs. He gets a lot of runs out, too. So
7 is in motion. Thiessen drops back. He's looking long. It's
tip
broken up
ball
at
is
the
tipped at
line.
the line of scrimmage. I believe that was by Anton Van
I think it
Deska.
was Anton Van Deska. So it's going to bring up 4th down, and Warriors look to receive a punt here. Anton Van Deska, as I said before, just a real nice, tall kid.
Austin Neufeld back to return this punt.
Number 10, Austin Neufeld, back to receive the punt.
When in their warm-ups, as they were warming up punting, it was this kick's either going to be a low line drive that'll get to Austin, or it's going to go up in the air and land about 15 yards short. Up in the air.
Gonna
Good.
roll out of bounds at about the
47, 48.
Yeah.
Really no chance for a return.
No, it was a pretty good punt, but
It goes down to 17, so
smart play by Austin to
30.
let it roll out.
35-yard punt.
Yep.
36 yards on the punt, no return.
He gave him an extra yard.
Out of bounds at the Marion
He's the home team announcer.
Helping the stats.
First and 10 for the
All right, so
Okay, first look at offense tonight. You notice Colton Brewer, number 33, is lined up in the backfield, and
With
Corbin
Schneider.
Wheeler's normal position.
yeah. Stringer takes the snap, hands off to Jack, and Jack almost breaks free, gets tackled up at about the 3, tripped up at about the 3,
Picks up about 5.
yeah, picks up about 5,
48-yard line.
tripped up at about the 50, gains 2 more after that.
Martinez. Gain of 5 results in 2nd and 5 for Marion.
Warriors come to the line for 2nd and 5. Stringer under center. He's got Neufeld out to the left. Brewer and Schneider behind him. Pitch to Brewer. Brewer comes around. He's got room to run, and he is going to be down at about the 36-yard line.
Pickup of about 12, 13 yards. Nice run by Brewer.
First down, Marion.
Really good fake handoff to Schneider. They bit hard on that.
A bit hard in the outside. Neufeld sealed the block on the outside to really pick up that extra 10 yards, too.
35-yard line.
The only other starter that's not in is lineman Tyler Pollock. Even though he started on defense, they're not starting him on offense with the previous injury.
Yeah, a couple of these guys, like we've talked about, being dinged up. We got a handoff here to
Pitch to Snyder.
pitch to Schneider, and he's still going. He's going to pick up about 8 yards, 9 yards.
Right at 10.
Think he got it?
Yes, I think he got the first down.
All right.
It was just right at, if he's short, he's half a yard short. Kind of depends on the spot here. Well, they're calling it second. Yeah, second and half a yard. Looks like they got to get the nose of the ball right to the 25-yard line, and they're about a half yard short.
Austin runs the play in, and Warriors line up. He breaks out to the left. Stringer under center. He fakes to Schneider and keeps, and he's going to get the first down.
Picks up about 4.5.
Yeah.
Number 8, Chase Stringer.
Had about 2 Broncos on his ankles and 1 in his back.
First down.
Look for the Warriors just to keep pounding this ball inside, outside, and keep the Bronco defense guessing.
Stuklik running the play in here.
And 10 for the Warriors.
Like a normal Warrior team, they're just going to run until they get stopped.
Yep, and then hopefully open up some passes here. Stuklik out to the left.
That one got plugged up. The handoff was to Brewer up the middle. Chase thought about pulling it out, but he was getting wrapped up at the same time.
Yeah,
so I
there
think
wasn't anywhere to
a lot there
go
on that one. Pick up a half a yard.
First Bronco to
So even though we got wrapped up in the backfield, we still managed to get half a yard.
Fell
out of
forward.
Yeah, fell forward.
1 yard gained on the play. Second down.
Neufeld split to the left.
Stringer under center. He's got Schneider and Brewer behind him. He keeps, and he's going to gain a couple. They are looking now for him to hold it and go up the gut, so we're going to have to start moving some things to the outside here, Darren.
I believe so. The last couple of times we've had to pick, early on that last big first down that Brewer picked up earlier, he got to the center corner and got the pitch. I think that's what they need to do again here. Stringer needs to fake up that middle, keep and pitch it, and let either Brewer or Snyder get to the outside.
3rd and 7. Stuklik comes in. pitch to Schneider. He's going to find a little bit of room, but not much. He's going to gain about 4 yards.
Looks
like we're going to be about 3 yards shy.
Schneider with the carry.
4th down and 3. Long
5
3.
yards gain on the play is not enough for a Warrior first down. It will be 4th down and 2.
Well, Warriors are going to go for it here on 4th in this part of the field. That's fully expected.
Warriors looking to make a move here.
Stringer keeps it. He is not
He
going to
is
get
wrapped
the
up.
first down.
And nowhere to go. So it's going to be a turnover on downs to the Broncos, which is not how the Warriors expected their first drive to go. Defense is going to have to step up here and buckle down.
We would gladly be doing some replay right now, but we're having some technical difficulty on one of the cameras that Gene's working on. But it also looks like right now up that middle, the last half of that series, the last 4 to 5 plays, we just were not getting a push forward off the line.
There was nothing there. So Thiessen is back in the shotgun. Kind of a spread offense.
Hand off to number 5 at the
He's
middle.
up the middle.
Brett's free for a few more
I
yards.
think Garrett Hoffner got him by the ankles.
Looks like he picks up about 6 or 7.
Hey guys, there's no fire out there. Those guys are just going through the motions. They're walking around. Nobody's hooping and hollering. They're going to have to wake up pretty quick, or they're going to find themselves in a ball game.
Yeah. Light them up, Casey.
I'll do what I can.
Tell him a
another
pirate joke.
Yeah,
here in a minute.
tell him a pirate joke.
Broncos come out of the huddle. Got 2 split out on each side. We got a whistle before the play. Probably
Coming from the back, Judge, that's usually a delay of game. Yep, delay of game on the Broncos, 5-yard penalty.
This is one of the few places we go that has a play clock, and they are big and they're right in the end of the end zone here.
I believe Hutch Trinity. I think
Yep.
we'll see him there too.
Yep, I think, but not many places have that.
Sterling.
Yeah, because being a
Because it's
college. Yep.
right. And of
We'll
course,
probably
we'll
see
see
the
it at
Tabor.
Hillsboro.
Yep.
Hey, half our games this
There
year.
you go.
Well, it looks like Remington lines up in the same lineup.
2nd and 9. Drops back to pass. He's looking out to his right. He's got a man open. That was
Riley Hake makes a tackle at the 20. Still going to be a few yards short. Going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and 3 maybe.
Yep. Number 3 is a player that Grant mentioned, Coach Cheroff mentioned in the scouting report. His name's Seth Hale. He's a 6'3" senior. He's new to the team this year.
Looked like he had a pretty good set of hands there.
Yeah. Good
Nice
target
catch.
to have.
Yeah, tall target. Something the Warriors struggled with a little bit last week is the outside receivers. So it doesn't surprise me that Remington saw that on film and maybe trying to take a shot at it.
Yep. Thiessen's back. He's going to hand off here. He's going to keep up the middle, and he is stopped cold by
Don't
Tyler
believe he got it. I
Powell.
believe he's going to be a yard short. Actually, he handed the ball off to number 8.
Oh, did he hand it off?
Jay Weedle.
with the carry for the Broncos.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's
he
the
handed off to
replay.
the crossing back. Vonnekamp was the first one.
Yeah, he did hand off. I missed that. So yeah, Vonnekamp's there.
They didn't wrap it up, and then it came in and was finished off by Jack, and I can't tell who was underneath.
I'll tell you what, that quarterback got hit by Tyler Powell, and he's going to be regretting that for quite a while.
They are lined up to punt. Well,
It's 4th and 1.
yes, they're lined up to punt. Snyder is back to receive.
It is a punt. Short punt.
Short punt. Get out of the way, Stu.
It's going to roll to about the
49.5-yard line.
Yeah, so it's going to roll to Broncos 49.5-yard line. Another opportunity for the Warriors with good field possession, and we're going to have to see what we can do with it.
Almost the exact same starting position we had last time, actually 3 or 4 yards better.
Yeah.
Let's hope we do more than 3 or 4 yards down the field further this time.
Bronco territory. At the 50-ish yard line.
So this, of course, is the first time we've seen Tyler Palick in action since the first game of the season. He's been out nursing an injury, and we're going to come back to that. We got one out wide and Stringer under center. He's going to keep and pitch to Brewer. Brewer's got a lot of room to run. He's around the outside.
Well,
there's a flag out.
They're going to call Stuklik for holding.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that come back.
Flag, however, on the flag.
I believe I'm looking for Tyler Palick and not seeing him on the sideline.
He's right here.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Thought maybe they'd put him in on offense to get a fire in the line.
The call is holding against the Warriors.
Spot foul. He's going to replay first down. Oh, actually from the end of the run. So it is going to be 1st and 5.
Warriors break the huddle and come to the line. Seems to be a...
Well, I thought it was a spot foul.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's supposed to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bad spot because he threw the flag actually at the 43. There you go. Yeah, there we go. White Hat got it right.
I think there's
that is a correct call, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
It's a spot foul, and that's about the right yard line.
We
So.
finally appeared to have settled on 1st and 13.
All right, Stringer in the under center. He's going to take the snap and the handoff. Snyder. He got lots of room to run. He's got the first down.
Stepped out of bounds over
So
there.
he stepped out of bounds.
Nice block on the corner by Neufeld. Neufeld had his guy completely wrapped up, and let Snyder actually get out there and make a cut. But unfortunately, when he went to make the cut, he stepped on the line.
First down for the Warriors.
That's the replay there.
4-yard line.
So, first down, Warriors. So actually, with the penalty, we actually start out from the exact same spot that we did on the first.
Warriors come to the line. We got Stuklik in motion.
Hand off
Hand
to
up to
Brewer,
Brewer.
up the middle. Nice run.
He's going to have a first down.
First down. Pick up about 11 or 12 yards.
Yep.
First down, Marion. He was tackled on the play by number 27.
Great play on the line on that possession. On that play, we got
Brings up 1st and 10.
Anton Gadusk up there. I don't know who 71 is.
Oh, it's Caleb Hett.
Is that Caleb Head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caleb Hett, 71.
Yeah. He's doing a good job there tonight.
Neufeld split left. Heading off to Snyder up the middle.
Snyder's got
Foot
lots of
race
room
to
to
the
run.
end zone. He
And
gets
he is
caught at
short.
the
About the
7-yard line? No,
Yeah.
4-yard line. 4-yard line. Well, they actually marked him down just outside the 6-yard line.
Ball carrier number 4.
somewhere in that area.
Who knows where that spot was going to happen?
It'll be 1st and goal for Marion at the Broncos 6.
Warriors
First
definitely
down.
moving the ball a lot more fluidly this possession and finding the openings where the line's making them. So Warriors looking to score here pretty soon.
Stuklik split to the right.
Stringer hands off to Brewer, and Brewer is going to be
Got it. He got it.
close.
There it is.
And he's in the
Touchdown.
zone for a Case and Son touchdown.
First score of the ball game for the Warriors, coming at 4:09 left in the first quarter of action.
Good run by Brewer, just muscling his way up the middle. You can see him here. He just keeps those legs moving, and
Took
that's
about 3 or 4 Broncos into the end zone with him.
Yep, that's what we like to see.
Neufeld takes in the play for the after point.
Go for
conversion.
2, which is what we do.
Stringer hands off, keeps it, and he's in.
And
For the
he's
2.
in the zone for a Case and Son 2-point conversion.
The ball, 2-point conversion is good.
Warriors go up 8-0.
So now Stringer's doing a real good job on the fakes.
Yeah, he really is.
You know, in that particular one, he made a great decision, too, because after he handed that ball off to Brewer up the middle, Brewer was met immediately by 2 or 3 guys. Chase had the open hole to the outside. So, real good decision-making so far by the Warrior quarterback. Hey Casey, how's it? Was the fire any better on that drive than it was on that first one? Sorry, I caught Casey off guard.
He was looking over his jokes.
That's a little more focus. They're not out there jumping up and down and hooping and hollering, but they're a little more business-like that time. I'm sure their coach will get it fired up at halftime if they're not by then.
Hey Casey, why don't pirates shower before they walk the plank?
Why, Jeremiah?
Because they'll just wash up on shore later. Arr. Arr.
Taking off again for the Warriors, number 10, Austin Gumbel.
Okay.
Austin sets up to kick.
Set up on the right hash again.
Low kick, it's going to roll. It's received at about the 28-yard line, and it's going to be returned to about the 40, so about a 12-yard return by Remington.
I think he mishit that one.
I think so.
That one didn't get up in the air at all.
33 of the Warriors, Colton Brewer.
I'm sure Dad will say something to him later.
Nope, not at all. He knows what he did.
Hey, our first quarter sponsors are Eagle Communication, Prairieland Partners, and Marion National Bank, and we are thankful for their sponsorship.
You know, the one thing it does do is they can't anticipate where the kick's going the next time.
That's right.
Okay, Remington back under center, or in the shotgun is 81. Hands off
hand
up
off
the middle.
to 15, and there is nowhere to go.
Oh, Fasnock? Yeah, Fasnock.
That's a
sophomore, 5'6" sophomore there.
That's a good Pennsylvania Dutch name. Fasnock.
No yards on the play. Second down and 10 for Remington.
Warriors stop him cold with no gain.
Good showing by the defense. Good read. Warriors are able to bring up 2nd and 10. Broncos break the huddle. Thiessen is back in the shotgun. He's got 2 out on either side and 1 back with him. 1 man in motion.
27 in motion. Hands off to 27.
Hand off to him. We read it, and he's got nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Wrapped
and
up by
Jack Snyder's going to wrap him up. There's about 3 Warriors in pursuit.
Blaine Mervis had a shot at him right off the end, and that's actually what got him turned back in.
I'll tell you what, if Blaine Mermis was coming at me full speed, I'd turn around too. So.
Actually, it was Vonnekamp turned him in, and then Snyder was there. Snyder and Hoffner. Snyder was just the first one to him. Safety very well recognized that play and came up and made the stop for about a 3-yard loss. 3rd and 12. Same set for the Broncos. This time 7 in motion. Pass.
He's back for the pass. He's got time. But he's got man open for a short pass. And Snyder's going to pull him out of bounds after a big gain.
Number 9, from number 81. Kyle Thiessen, more than enough for a Bronco.
Coach Tiroff is not happy with something that happened up on the play there. Let's see if we can see something in the replay. There's something out here on the release.
Gain of 27, first down Broncos into Warrior territory at the 35.
I think he was complaining about linemen downfield. It's what it looked like. It looked like several of the Bronco linemen were 3 to 4 yards down the field when he let that pass go.
Broncos have a 1st and 10 at about the 35-yard line.
Snap to quarterback, pass again, throws to Hale. Hale breaks tackle.
Finally tripped up there.
Complete to number 3, Seth Hale.
That was 8.
No, that was Hale. That was number 3.
No, for our tackle was number 8.
Oh yeah, Chase Stringer.
Chase Stringer, yep, outside there.
15 on the play, 1st and 10 Remington at the Marion 20-yard line.
First down now on the 20. Back-to-back plays. Remington picks up first downs for the first time in the game.
2:16-15 remaining in the quarter. Remington back in the shotgun. 2 receivers outside on both opposite ends. The Number 7 in
Ball
motion.
bobbled a little bit,
Yep.
and he's going to be stuffed.
Number 67.
It's going to be a loss of about 2, it looks like. Maybe 3. Maybe more.
The down marker actually showed 4th down there, but it really was 1st down. So now it'll be 2nd down and 14. Their scorekeeper's being generous up in the press box. It's a good 4 yards. It's a good stop up the middle there. Good penetration.
Warriors quick to the ball on that play with nowhere for the runner to go. Thiessen is back in the shotgun, same formation that they've been running. 2 split out each side. Looking to pass to the right. Broken, it's missed.
Once again, that was a pass to Hale, being covered now by Dalrymple. Not sure if Dalrymple tipped it out of there or if it just went off his shoulder pads. We'll see here on the replay. I think Hoffner kind of stepped in front and got a hand, but it didn't tip it, and it went off his shoulder pads. I think just the flash in front helped kind of throw that pass, the timing off a little bit.
3rd down.
3rd down and 14 from the 23-yard line, 24-yard line. Back to pass, steps up, throws downfield. Almost picked off by Stuklik. Steps in front, knocked it out of the hands of 27.
Yeah, Stuklik was coming for it. It's going to bring up 4th down, and we'll see what the Broncos do here.
It almost looked like I couldn't tell if that pass was to the short man or the long man. It went over the short man, so obviously I think the quarterback was going for the long guy, but the short one was the one that was open.
Right.
Since it went to the deeper route, Stuklik was able to knock it away. Did a good job batting it down, not trying to go for the interception and let him get loose behind him. Oh, we got a flag.
Broncos lined up for a field goal.
12 men on the field.
Yep.
They came out of the huddle with 12.
Yep. Broncos lined up for a field goal, but then they broke the huddle with 12 men, and so it's going to be step back, I think, 5 yards. And
so now it's going to be 4th down from the 28-yard line.
The goal was a substitution infraction on the
So it is going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt.
Get in there and get to it!
The wind is out of the south.
Hey, let's go!
Still.
It has let up a little bit, not much, since the start of the game, with the sun going down.
Jack Schneider is back just in case it's short.
Got it.
You got it. So it is 8-3 with 1:07 left.
Looks like it cleared it by a good 4 to 5 yards there.
Yeah,
so
he had
a little bit of length on it.
Room to go. Well, Warriors are leading 8-3 here with 1:07 left, and had a good stand there at the end, but
yeah, actually, after they gave up those 2 first downs, they drove them back.
no.
Any insights, Casey?
Pirate
Oh, there you go.
Hale.
Say that again.
You're breaking up.
Still nothing.
All right, there we go. What does a vegan pirate do in jail?
What?
Starve! I'll give you my insights in 1 minute and 7 seconds.
So we get to see the Remington kicker for the first time tonight from the kickoff standpoint. Once again in warm-up, watching him, this should go about to the 10-yard line. Is about where he was putting them.
Got Schneider back and Stuklik back deep. Hoffner in a little bit shallower. Stuklik
Will
picks
take
it
it
up.
about the 5-yard line. So he's got a little bit of room.
He's going.
Nice return. Nice return.
Who
to
brings
the
it out to about the 42
yard line?
Yep, 42-yard line.
Nice run back for Stuklik.
Tackled by number 27, Javi Martinez.
57 seconds left in the first quarter.
You're going to see this replay here. Stu's got a good run. He reads his blocks real well, and he makes some good cuts.
All right, guys, get one. Let's go. Put him
Stringer lines up under center. He's got Schneider and Brewer behind him, and Stuklik out wide.
No, it's Neufeld.
Oh, excuse me, that is Neufeld.
Snyder's got the ball, and Neufeld makes, oh! Boy, Neufeld had a block, and then the safety came over and caught Jack.
I don't know if you're seeing, but on the defensive end, Schneider was slow to get up on a play, and on this play here, he was slow to get up again. So we want to keep an eye on that and make sure he stays healthy.
And last week he had trouble with cramps again, and you know, some of that stretch tackling type stuff could be that sneaking back up on him. Handoff this time to Brewer up the middle. Oh, ball's loose. Ball's loose.
And it's recovered by Remington.
That was a great run until that last hit.
You can see the replay here.
He probably picked up about 10, 15 yards. He had both hands on it. Just the tackler went low and got his shoulder pads right on the ball.
So Warriors line up on defense here.
27 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line for Remington.
Same formation we've seen from Remington.
A little wider splits.
Yeah. 8 is in motion.
Hand up the middle.
He's got ball's out.
Ball's loose. I think we got it back. I think that was Evan Heidebrick on the hit that jarred the ball loose.
Number 4, Schneider of the Warriors.
I'm pretty sure it was Evan Heidebrick that came up and made this stop. I think after that last fumble on our offensive drive, I bet you see Heidebrick in here in the backfield. And it looks like number 7's in there. Well,
yeah, he is.
So is Brewer, though.
Somebody's got to come off.
Somebody better come off before they break huddle.
31-yard line.
Here comes Evans.
Evans coming off. I've got a sneaking suspicion that on the sideline, Mr. Corbin Wheeler is probably about ready to come out of his skin tonight, not seeing any action yet.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm surprised coaches didn't have to steal his helmet from him to keep him off the field. Stringer keeps it, pitches to Snyder on the corner.
He's brought down.
Schneider with the carry.
Looks like for a loss. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12. And the time has run out. It's the end of the first quarter. Our first quarter sponsors were Eagle Communication, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank. And we're turning it over to Casey for the St. Luke Hospital quarterly report.
All right. Close enough so you guys can hear me. Here we go. I'll bet if we'd taken a first quarter score poll, nobody would have come up with 8-3.
Nope.
I know I sure wouldn't have.
Nope.
Coach Tiroff over here was just livid with the officials. Had something to do with the offensive linemen. I didn't know whether they were downfield or maybe they were chop blocking. But, man, he was ticked off. And he let the guy know about it for about 5 minutes. Anyway, Warriors just have to keep playing their brand of football. They'll wear these guys down. Colton Brewer doing a good job of running the ball, except for that unfortunate cough up down here. But I think we'll get on track. I think the second quarter will be a whole different story.
Sounds good.
Hope so, Casey. You know, he was right. That fumble was just a good hit by Colton should have held on to it a little bit better, but it was a good hit. You know, that shoulder pad got low, put the shoulder pad right where you're taught to put it, and it coughed it up.
Yep, it was. It was a good hit.
So,
all right, and we'll be back after this break.
We are committed to delivering the most reliable service and original, creative programming and better quality choices.
To not just meet but exceed your expectations so you can choose your own entertainment when, where, and how you want it, anywhere and anytime.
With individual plans that allow you to pick your services and have access to customer service 7 days a week.
Because you deserve the best value in entertainment, and it's our job to deliver it. No exceptions, no excuses.
We are Eagle Communications.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Prairie Land Partners, the largest John Deere dealership in South Central Kansas, specializing in large ag, turf, and integrated solutions products. Prairie Land is always close by with 9 locations and more than 250 employees. Prairie Land Partners, partnering together with you to nurture the land. Right here at home, Marion National Bank supports the Marion community and the area. Committed to serving the financial needs of our community since 1905, Marion National Bank offers full-service banking, including agricultural, commercial, consumer, real estate, and loans for any worthwhile purpose. Meeting all of your banking expectations, Marion National Bank, your neighborhood bank. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408.
All right.
Back for second quarter action.
Here we go.
Jeremiah, here we go.
8-3, Warriors have the ball. They're driving. Now going from east to west into the setting sun.
Hand off to Jack Snyder up the middle, wrapped up for a short
There's a
game.
flag that comes in
Flag
late.
in behind. Usually that's an indication of holding.
Number 4, Schneider with the carry. He was tackled on the play by number 54, Bowen. There is a flag, however, on the play.
See what the call is here. Warriors are moving backwards.
Chop block by the Warriors.
The call is a chop block against Marion. Block below the waist, excuse me.
I don't know how that can be a chop block because he was engaged from the snap of the ball. I think Coach needs to really push on that one too, because there was 2 offensive linemen and 2 defensive linemen all right there together, and one offensive lineman was engaged with one, and the other guy that went low from the snap of the ball. That is perfectly legal as long as he doesn't engage the first guy, and it wasn't. There was 2 different defenders there.
It is a big penalty.
So that one, I think Coach sees a replay on that one when he's watching huddle later. He'll have something to say about that one too. Neufeld split to the right. Nope. Yeah, we're going to talk about something else.
Second and 27, and we're not sure what's going on here.
Kid lost his mouthpiece,
Lost mouthpiece on the field.
and now it's been found.
Hand off to Heidebrick up the middle.
Heidebrick
Nice
to go.
run by Evan.
And he's going to get back to close to the original line of scrimmage.
Pick up of 17 yards.
It's going to bring 3rd down and 10.
You know, Evan Heidebrick was another one after last week's game. He got dinged up in that second half shoulder injury, and they weren't exactly sure until the next morning, and good to see him back out on the field and playing hard on both sides of the ball here tonight.
Yeah, the word was a dislocated should. I was worried watching that game last week. When he reached up to his shoulder, I thought it was a broken collarbone.
When Jason stuck his hand into the pads, the way he cringed, it felt the worst. So hand off to Schneider, cuts back in the middle, not going to get the first down.
They're doing what I've thought teams need to do, which is just assign a couple guys to Schneider, and they've got him picked out. So we're going to have to get creative in how we use him, and it's going to open up some other opportunities for people.
Pickup of, what, 5?
Yeah.
So 5 to go.
So 4th and
5.
4 after the 6-yard gain.
Let's go, Warriors! Midfield split to the right.
Hey, how bad do you want this? Get some!
Stringer snaps it. He's looking for pass, and there's nobody is broken up, I guess. Or could you tell if it was broken up or did it come off of his hand?
I don't know if we're going to get a replay on it. I think it came off his hand funny. I don't think anybody got there. I think when he raised up to throw it, he just didn't have a hold of it. In fact, he had Neufeld wide open.
Yeah.
Nobody stayed with Neufeld. The cornerback had actually come sprinting in and chased us, did not get it in his hand to release it.
So the Broncos will take over on downs here at the 25-yard line. Warrior defense has 10 minutes and 27 seconds left in the second quarter.
Same set for the Broncos.
Thiessen has a man in motion. He falls
Pass
back
to the wide side.
It's behind his receiver. So
Heidebrick was in front of him.
He was well covered.
He was covered from the backside. So
I think if it had been a pass in front of his receiver, it would have been a reception. But he wouldn't have gotten far. But it was.
I don't know if he could have snuck it in with
yeah.
on that slant pattern. If he could have got it past Heidebrick any more than what he did, he had to throw it behind the receiver because Heidebrick was in that front zone. Good coverage by the Warrior defense. Bring up 2nd and 10 on the 25. Same exact setup.
I think we're going to see that a lot tonight.
Martinez in motion for the Broncos.
Handoff
up the middle.
He's got
15 tripped up.
He's going to fall forward for about. I was going to say he might have. Yeah.
Bring up 3rd and 6.
Good stop by Big Country there. Jarrett McClendon.
Bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Broncos.
They call Jarrett Big Country and Luke Lanning Little Country. Here come the Broncos again. Same formation.
No motion
Quick pass
this time.
outside.
Quick pass outside. It is dropped.
And
then the receiver is hit by Evan Heidebrick.
I think that might be why he dropped it.
TJ Weedle.
I think he had Evan in the corner of his eye. Took his eye off the ball. So brings up 4th and 6. Warriors expecting a punt.
Neufeld deep to return.
The Broncos will be number 45, Yuri Gonzalez.
Don't play nice out there.
Austin Neufeld is back to receive the punt.
Not nearly as windy as it was earlier.
It has gone down.
And Broncos call a timeout.
Broncos call a timeout. It's going to be 4th and 6, so it'll be interesting here to see if they stay with this lineup. It looked like, I believe, and looking at they had put in Apache, pump block return team. It'll be interesting to see if Remington recognized that and tries to run, because a defensive offsides doesn't get him a 1st down at this point.
Right.
It's 4th and 6. Just get him another 4th down. But are they going to, pretty risky at this point in the game to try something, a 4th down play this side of your own field.
Right.
Can't imagine they were willing to risk that with only an 8-3 score.
During our second quarter sponsors, Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Huey Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club.
Thank you to all the sponsors.
Yeah, we're glad to have them.
Without them, we couldn't be here doing this for the Warrior Nation.
We're here in the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast booth, and on the road it doesn't have walls or windows or a roof, but we are glad to be here.
I think Austin needs to scoot back just a little bit. Wind has gone down just a little bit. I think he needs to play it off to the Remington sideline too. Oh,
almost a squib kick. Not quite, but it's going to die at about the 37.
No chance for return there.
Down by the Broncos at the 37-yard line, where the Warriors will start this drive 1st and 10 for Marion.
All right, 9:31 remaining in the first half here, and Warriors up 8-3. 1st and 10 at about their 37-yard line.
Looks like this time we're going to see Evan Heidebrick in the backfield with Jack Schneider. Stucklick split to the left. Stringer under center. Handoff to Schneider. Fumble on the ground. I hope that we got it back. They are signaling that Chase got back on it. He stuck that in Schneider's gut, and I think tried to pull it back out, I believe. We'll see here on the replay. Yep, that's exactly what happens. He tried to pull it back out late, and he was lucky enough to get back up on it.
He's paying good attention.
So, picked up of 3.5 yards. Clock running down to just under 9 minutes in the second quarter.
Stringer under center. He's got Schneider and Heiderbrecht behind him. Handoff is to Schneider.
Schneider runs over a tackler at about the 45-yard line.
Yep.
Crosses midfield.
First down for Marion.
Good run by Schneider. Good blocking by the line.
Gained about 17 yards there.
14 yards on that play. First down,
You see him
Marion. In Bronco
just come to the left side of the line and
put his head down and
keep
through
going.
the safety. Got another 4 or 5 yards after the initial contact. Okay, Stuklik split to the right.
Handoff is to
This time he keeps it. Nice block by Stuklik on the outside. Still going. And first down to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Warriors have a great run there by Stringer and pick up the first down.
For the Broncos.
Stuklik coming off, Neufeld going on.
You know, in the scouting report, they said the tough hitters, because they're so low to the ground, would be that number 27 that we've been calling on offense. He's an outside linebacker, and then number 9, one of their inside linebackers. And they're small enough they get low.
Right.
Hand off to Evan Heiderbrecht.
Evan's got room to run.
Got room. He's going to make
room for
it.
a Case and Son touchdown.
You know, that's not a bad call by Stringer to leave that with Heidebrich, because if you look at that replay, there was 4, 5, 6 dark blue jerseys out with Jack and Stringer.
Yeah.
Just like you said, that's who they're marking, so give it to the other guy. Evan made him pay, coming clear back across the field for the touchdown.
Yep, ran against the grain and found a lot of open ground.
Yep.
Warriors line up for 2. Stringer looks to pass. It's high.
Oh, tipped. It was initially tipped by Hoffner. Initial pass was to Hoffner, and Stuklik came back and almost made the catch on the tip.
So Warriors are ahead 14-3 with 8:01 remaining in the second quarter.
Hey guys, can you hear me up there?
We can.
Evan Heidebrech made a great cutback against the grain. He literally made 3 or 4 Broncos miss when he made that cutback, then outran him to the end zone. All right, Jeremiah, I got to tell these two together.
All right.
Okay? What has 8 legs, 8 arms, and 8 eyes?
I don't know, Casey, what?
8 pirates. Arr! What do you call a pirate with 2 eyes and 2 legs?
I don't know, what?
A rookie. Arr!
Hey, Casey.
Yeah, Jeremiah.
How did the pirate become a boxing champ so quickly?
How did he?
Nobody could take his right hook. Arr. Arr.
Yeah.
Oh. Darren didn't know
I love the Pirate Week.
Darren didn't know he signed up for the post-pirate, Talk Like a Pirate Day broadcast.
You know, I didn't actually sign up for this week. It was Powers being gone
That's
to
true.
his
That's true.
excursion,
Yeah.
we will let it be known as. Neufeld back to kick. First time kicking into the sunset.
Great kick.
Nice kick.
And that is
going into the end zone for a
Yeah.
touchback.
That is a great kick.
That was a nice kick with this cross breeze. Right in the middle of the field. It actually landed right about the goal line.
Austin waved off the player coming to get the tee because Austin had time to go back and get it himself.
Nice kickoff. Nice kickoff. Unfortunately, Snyder's being attended to on the sideline.
Getting stretched out.
Cramp going on. And what that does is that actually brings in the freshman. First time we've seen this young man, at least in with some varsity action here, and that's Braden Mercer in for Jack in at the safety position.
Braden's had some real success in the JV games.
JV.
Handoff
Nice.
is up the middle, and he's
by the
met
middle.
by
I think
a
that's
hand of
Caleb Hitt.
Warriors.
No,
Yeah.
Caleb Hitt's over here on the sideline. I'm not sure who that is. It's got to be McClendon.
Yeah, I think McClendon is in there, and 58.
And Tyler
Palick. Yep.
I think it was McClendon had the initial wrap up there.
McClendon gets credit for the tackle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just saw a big white jersey.
McClendon and then committee.
I had one of a two shot to get that one right.
That's
I saw
right.
a 7 and a big jersey. Well, you had a 7-1 and a 7-6. Which one? You know, take your pick.
Same formation we've seen. Low snap.
Go back to pass, cross the middle. Hale
Got
makes
the
the
man
guy
there.
stretch, and he's wrapped up and tackled by the freshman Mercer.
Yep, Mercer is
He's
able
going
to
to
wrap
pick up
him
the
up.
first down with a 17-yard gain. There was an extra whistle.
Yeah, there was I think there was equipment on the field. Somebody lost a towel.
Oh, okay.
And so they were.
Moving the chains now. First down, about the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
First and 10 for the Broncos.
Get in there, Line. Get off the block.
Warriors are in their standard three-front defense against a spread offense. Double safety over the top.
See what Remington does here.
7 in motion. Handoff
Handoff.
to number 7. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. Missed tackle by Heidebreg. Gets to the right at the first down marker.
Yeah, I
this side judge
It'll
has
depend
for
on the spot. I think he's just a little bit short.
Oh, wow, it's going to be close. Yeah, second down and a half a yard.
Yeah.
And 1 to go for the Broncos.
Palick comes out now. I believe that's Jared Ray.
64.
Palick.
Jared Ray with a big interception last week against Sedgwick.
Sealed that game. Motion again. This time he hands off to number 27. 27 gonna get
the
first
first
down.
down.
Picks up another 5 beyond that.
Tackled by number 46, Gary Hoffner.
Hoffner comes up and makes a stop.
Hobby gets up Broncos.
Broncos moving the ball down the field. Warriors looking for a stop. Palick comes in.
Palick's coming back in for Ray.
At the Marion 47-yard line.
Mercer's out there. Stringer's out there. Hake is out there. Stuklik is out there.
The linebacking core right now is our standard starting lineback 4. Back to pass again, throws it up in the air, wide to the side, and the catch is made.
Mercer's able to trip him out there.
32-yard line.
But not until after he makes the first down reception.
Good for another Broncos. First down, Remington.
Warriors needing to find an answer here on defense.
Schneider's back in now.
Yep.
Remington at the 29-yard line of the Warriors.
Warriors need to find a stop here. Do not let these guys score before half. Do not want them to have any kind of momentum.
Right.
Need a turnover or just a big stop right here. Don't let him get any further, because at this distance, he's already moved into field goal range that he already kicked tonight.
Yeah, we'd like to see our offense or our defense get some penetration here on the line.
Off to 27. Oh no, anyone keeps it. Quarterback keeper. High tackle by
Number 81, Kyle Beeson with the keeper.
or 3. That was 8. Stringer.
8 is Stringer.
Drug him for a first
Another
down.
first down.
Gain of 13.
I believe Coach Tiroff is going to call a timeout right now.
First down.
That is a Tampa State Bank timeout.
With 5:12 remaining in the first half of
You know, I
play.
think what Casey mentioned earlier, the no fire out there, the Warriors kind of let these guys in this game. So
we have the presentation of a grant
we cannot
to Remington High School.
continue to let them keep moving the ball like this. Need to find something. Got anything on that?
Well, yeah, it's a timeout. I'm just very impressed with this quarterback for Remington. He's putting the ball right on target where it needs to be. On the other hand, we're giving him time to do it. We're really not getting any pass rush on him at all. And he's also killed us with that little fake. And in fact, he's even faked you guys out a couple of times.
Yeah.
And we're biting on that. We're tackling the running back, and the quarterback just comes right off his butt. And I think that's what Grant's talking about right now is I'll bet that doesn't happen again.
Well, you know, one thing, when you look at our scouting reports, what the coaching staff was really working on this week is the only thing we're rushing is the 3 down linemen. All 4 linebackers are dropping back into coverage with that wide. So the fact that they're blocking with 5 of their guys on 3 of our guys, it is going to be tough to get some penetration.
I would think we'd have some blitz packages for them.
We should.
I don't know.
You think we would somewhere in the repertoire?
Maybe second half.
The Warriors up 14-3, but it sure doesn't feel like it tonight.
First down about the 16-yard line for Remington. He's back to pass again. Quarterback hit as he throws that time, but it is still caught for about an 8 or 9 yard gain. Thiessen was hit right as he threw. I didn't catch the number of who got in. I think it was Brewer.
I didn't see who got in there on him.
I think it was the defensive end from this side, but he just got there just a little too late. He didn't really have a chance to interrupt the pass.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Broncos. Warrior defense looking for a stop here. Needing to move the Broncos backwards. Man in motion is 7. Keeps.
81 keeps this time. He's going to get driven back. Loss of 3 on the play.
Tyler Palak was in there, and 53 is Jacob Bondenkamp also.
Loss of 2 will bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Broncos.
Sure looks like 3rd and 5 to me.
Sure does.
At least he's consistently conservative for both teams. I will say that. But all night we've been off by about a yard, and it's always in the offensive team's favor.
That's
so
right.
As long as it's both ways, we can accept that. Here we go again. Same formation for the Broncos.
Thiessen calls for the ball.
He's going to pass it back.
He's looking to his left.
Oh, picked off!
That is
Tyler
Palak.
Got one man to beat. If he can keep his block. Oh! Got caught again. There you go. Tyler Palak jumped that route from his middle linebacker position.
We're going to see this right here on the replay.
He watched Thiessen's eyes in his helmet. Thiessen never took his eyes off that spot and that receiver the whole time, and Palak just played it beautifully.
51 yards on the interception return. First down and 10.
Had 2 blockers in front of him. Van Duska got downfield, and so did Vondenkamp. And they got the first guy. It was actually the big lineman coming from
57.
Yeah, 57 coming from behind the play is actually one of the ones that made the tackle. So
here's
Warriors back on offense.
On offense, Stringer under center. Snaps and hands off to
Hand
Snyder.
off to Snyder.
Snyder's got room to run. He's
Oh.
going to be brought down after a gain of about 6 yards.
You know, I will have to admit, I'm impressed with the Bronco linebackers. They're making a good effort getting our guys going side to side and then making the play.
They are.
That's something we haven't seen from teams yet this year that's really been able to catch us on the side to side, especially Snyder. Neufeld had the seal block. If Snyder could have sidestepped that, he was gone.
Yeah. Stringer under center. Stuklik split out our side. He's going to look for Stuklik. He's got him, and he's going
to be short to the half-yard line. You know, just a little bit ago we were saying all we needed down there was a Bronco turnover, and guess what?
Yep.
2 plays later, and
knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door. That could be the final momentum changer for the game, we hope.
That could be.
Put this one in right now. They adjusted the ball. I'm not sure why they did that. The official...
This has been a unique evening here with the repositioning of the ball. I've never...
The official marked that ball at the half-yard line, and then when they brought it into the middle of the field, they actually took it to the middle of the field instead of the hash, and moved it back to the 2.
Yeah.
Neufeld split to the right, Stringer under center again.
Stringer
hands off up the middle, and it is in the zone.
Evan Heiderbrecht for Casey's son. Touchdown. Evan Heiderbrecht. Quick little handoff here to Heiderbrecht as he just cuts right in and
just followed his blockers.
Yep.
Right up the middle.
Line made a good hole for him to go through, and he was in. Warriors line up for 2. They're at 20-3 right now.
Wow, 2 plays. This thing could have been, we could have been looking at 14-10 right now.
Yeah. That's a big turnaround.
Stringer hands it off again. I don't think they got there this time.
Short.
Short this time when that was Snyder had that ball.
That's 2 weeks in a row now, Darren, that the defense has come up with a big play. Last week with Jared Ray at the end of the Sedgwick game, and here Tyler Palak at end of the first half, near the end of the first half here. And
well, the nice thing is we're going into halftime. We're getting the ball to start the second half.
That is nice.
You know, and one thing even better right here, you know, if you're Remington, you're their coach, you're saying, hey, guys, just go out there, let's go look to score a touchdown, but take your time. If you're the Remington players, you're saying, gosh, now we're 2 scores down, maybe we try to speed this thing up. If they try to speed it up too much, we still might have time to score again with the way we just drove the ball in that drive.
Yep.
So, see what happens here. Hopefully, Neufeld can find the end zone again here with the kickoff. Or better yet, drop it at the 1 yard line and have it stop.
That'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah, he's been working real hard on his 9-iron shot.
Our producer, Gene Winkler, says just put a little backspin on it. And of course, we have Danny on the Danny cam, Danny Maddox, and Jay Smith up here in the booth with us on his camera, and Gene Winkler producing. And it is always a joy to join you all on these Friday nights.
Don't forget Casey on the sideline.
They know Casey's there.
Well, I know that he's there.
But we're glad Casey's there.
Producer just asked again where Mike Powers is at tonight. Once again, we will remind everyone that he is on vacation for the evening. A little shorter kick this time by Neufeld. It's actually going to drop at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, dodge the first
tackler. They're
not
going to
any
bring him
others.
down about the 20. Return of about 5 yards.
Yeah. See, Darren, what most people don't realize is that Mike does this, it's court-appointed punishment. And so
for who? Him or the other guys?
For him. And so this is his 4th night of release since 1994.
We hope you're listening out there, Mike.
1994.
1994, that's what I said.
I thought you said 19.
I think I said 94.
I think you said 94.
All right, it sounded like 90. My bad.
Oh, well, long time. Okay, once again, defensive stand here. They're getting the ball about the 21-yard line. Clock says 22-yard line. Same offensive set, 7 in motion across. Oh, wow, that was a nice hand by Fosnock to, otherwise, that ball's in the end zone.
You're going to see here, it looks like Thiessen misses it.
Thiessen missed the snap. It was a high snap. He was telling Fosnock to change position. The snap
It's a good thing he did.
Yeah, well, actually, they had set a long time. Actually, he's watching his back come across, and it was just a wide snap. And wow, Fosnock had some good hands there. Unfortunately for the Warriors, he had some great hands.
That's right. Gain of about 3, and you're going to see the Broncos line up in the same formation. 7 in motion coming across. The fake is to him.
This time they're not going to go anywhere. That play was blown up by Colton Brewer, I believe.
Colton Brewer was there waiting for 81 to hold on to the ball and was ready to tackle him when he did. So the fake was to 7. 81 did not hand off the ball. Thiessen and Brewer was able to take him down.
Warriors call a timeout to preserve some of this clock and maybe look at getting another score here with 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Broncos.
Guys, I don't think it was going to matter whether he handed off or faked because Brewer tackled both of them.
Yes, we noticed that. That was a good.
Yeah, I think maybe we're starting to see a little bit of the blitz package. We've got a few guys coming on a few plays.
Well, it seems like the last series in this one, Casey, that Brewer's getting loose. Early in the game, I don't know if they were double teaming him or if he just wasn't picking the right angle, but this last 2 series, he's actually been he's been right in the backfield blowing up plays and actually making a difference.
Now they've warmed up now. They got a little sweat going there. They've got a little more enthusiasm and intensity. It's good to see. Much better than the first few series.
You know, the Warriors have 1 timeout left here.
1:36 remaining in the half.
If they can stop them for little to no gain, call another timeout, the Warriors are going to get a punt kicked to them with about 1:20 to go or so. Maybe look at putting some more points on the board here at this half. Same set for the Broncos.
Drops
Now
back
to
to pass.
Teason, dropping the pass. Screen
for
play
a
up the
screen.
middle.
Oh,
Oh!
I thought Big Country had the interception.
Big Country could not hold on to the ball. His one chance at glory. If McClendon can hang on to that ball, I think he gets 6 points.
Yeah, I think
that
he's got.
because the running back, who was going to be the intended receiver, was already laying on his back on the ground.
That's one that Jared will remember for a while. His dad is in the stands just shaking his head.
Neufeld back on the punt. Received the punt. Once again, Broncos are going to get flagged here.
Yeah, they
nope,
broke
they got a timeout. They saved themselves 5 yards. Otherwise, they're going to lose another 5 yards because they broke the huddle with 12 again.
That is another Tampa State Bank timeout. It is the Broncos' second timeout. Both teams have one timeout remaining in the quarter. 1:30 remaining in the quarter.
Back 120.
You did, so here we are.
Let's just cap this off with a special teams touchdown.
We remind you of our second quarter sponsors, Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Erie Real Estate, and Marion Kiwanis Club. Our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and Katie Insurance. And we not only are thankful for Gambino's Pizza sponsoring, but also for dinner tonight. It was a delicious meal, so thank you, Gambino's.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Yes.
Why is pirating so addictive?
I don't know, Casey, why?
Because once you lose your first hand, you get hooked.
We're up here and Jay Smith is throwing his hat at the fans. I didn't think things were going that bad. Oh, and his glasses too.
Okay, here we go. Broncos break the huddle. Back to punt is number 45, and I forgot to look him up earlier. Going to say who that kicker was. It is Yuri Gonzalez, a 5'8" senior. Going to be kicking to Neufeld.
It's a low kick.
Low kick. Neufeld's going to watch it go out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think it might. Yeah.
It may be the 35-yard line.
Lincoln Keeley, apparently.
I think they're going to say about the.
Oh my!
Wow.
Oh, what?
No.
Oh, they got to walk it back. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Keep coming. Keep coming. Oh. Well, 41.
The 41-yard line.
So Warriors, with 1:25 left in the first half, have the ball at their 41-yard line, and are going to look to score here.
I said 1:20. I missed.
You were off by 5 seconds.
I know.
We'll take it out of your pay.
There we go.
So.
Please do.
Stringer is under center. He's got
I think Heidebrecht and
Snyder and Heidebrecht behind him. Handoff is to Snyder. He's not going to have much room to run. He's going to take about 3 yards.
Warriors need to hurry here.
Yep. The Warriors are lining up quickly.
They're in a hurry-up offense. They've already pre-called a couple plays.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6.
Snyder's coming out, breaking out. Yeah,
Snyder split way to the left.
Yep. Stringer drops back. He's looking for Stuklik. Oh, and it's just out of his overthrow. Noah Dalrymple was also split out here with Schneider on the near side.
Defending for the Broncos on
So
the play.
I think there was some confusion there. I think the Warriors are not used to going to a quick no-huddle offense, and they do have some arm bands, but I literally think they don't use them enough to where they don't fully. It's not the best thing in the world for the Warriors not practicing it much. So I mean, it's good to get a game like this where they're going to use it because they might need it later in the season, even more so than tonight.
Play clock at 14 seconds. Warriors line up in the formation we're used to seeing here, with Schneider and Heidebrecht in the backfield and Stuklik out wide. Handoff is kept.
Stringer throws and keeps it.
And he's going to get some yards. He's out of bounds
at about the 28-yard line.
So good run by Stringer. He's going to get out of bounds with 53 seconds left.
Coach Tiroff is pointing at the clock, and they did not stop the clock. They ran about 3 seconds off the clock after Stringer went out of bounds. The white hat is checking with the back judge. I don't think we're going to win this argument, but they definitely did not stop that clock. I looked over at the clock right after Stringer went out of bounds, and it was still showing 55 and some tenths.
Warriors going to go with what they receive here. 53 seconds remaining, 1st and 10. Warriors up 20-3, marching down the field, looking to score before the half.
Still Snyder and Heidebrick in the backfield. Stukely split to the right.
Yep. Stringer snaps. Handoff is to Snyder. Room to run. And he's in the zone for a Case and Son touchdown. Great handoff, great run here by Snyder.
Nice cut right up through the hole after he got the handoff here.
Definitely have the Broncos on their heels.
You know, that might be the first time that Snyder didn't get hit at the line of scrimmage by somebody on the defense. I don't know if we changed our blocking scheme or for once one of the Broncos was finally out of position on the defense. Neufeld splits to the right for the PAT. And the referee is over the ball, not letting us snap. I don't know. Oh, because the head referee is over talking to Coach Tiroff.
All right,
now
here we go.
Kick.
Warriors going for 2. Neufeld in motion. Stringer looking to pitch. Schneider at the ball. He cuts up. There's a flag in the backfield.
There's a flag on the play.
Sure, it'll be holding on Heidebrick.
Got a holding call.
I think we're going to see on the replay here, it's going to occur right on the outside, right after Jack takes the pitch and cuts back upfield. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know where that holding came from.
So Warriors are going to try this again from right, because it's a PAT.
PAT,
so,
no time's going to run off the clock.
So it's going to be from about is that the 15?
Yes.
So 2-point conversion attempt from the 15.
And Remington calls a timeout.
Timeout call.
So
by the
Tampa
Broncos.
State Bank timeout by Remington with 43.8 seconds remaining in the game. Warriors going for 2 from their 15 when we return to play. Good march down the field by the Warriors, Darren, in that possession. Able to cap it off with a touchdown before the end of the half.
Yeah, they, what was it? They got the ball after that punt that went out of bounds, about the 40-yard line or so. So, you know, drove down the field in, 2-3 plays, I think it was, to get that score there. So, once again, we're finally clicking and moving the ball like we wanted to, like we thought we'd see early on in the game. You know, I don't want to say this game is already out of reach, but hopefully it is. Hopefully we see this continue. But we've got something for the next couple weeks ahead. We can't continue to do this. We can't be not getting this going till the second quarter.
Right.
We've seen it this is the 3rd week in a row where we really haven't seen, well, no, I guess first week we did this, second week we didn't, but then last week and now this week, very slow starts to the first quarter.
Yeah,
and
we
in fact,
know
last week we were down 14-0 in the first quarter. So
we know Sterling's not going to let us have that opportunity.
No.
So.
Stringer back to pass, throws a pass, and it's intercepted. They need to tackle him because
they're calling it dead.
I'm wondering if he was in the end zone when he made that reception.
Conversion is no good. Pass intercepted by number 3.
So it's 26-3. Warriors going to
43.8 seconds to go in this second quarter. Warriors will be kicking off momentarily.
Good to see another Neufeld kickoff here.
Hopefully a little deeper than the last one.
God.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yo.
Closer.
There we go.
You do hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I...
Yeah.
We can hear you. Well, now we can't.
Try stop moving for that.
Now we cannot hear you.
Maybe
There
maybe I need a new battery. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will tell me, but I think the only level of football you can return that is in college.
Okay.
I don't think you can return it in high school, and I don't think you can return it in the pros.
It used to be in high school you could, so
Yeah, see, like I said, I may be wrong, but
I think you're right, though. I think I have heard that. So
I think they just need to make it a uniform rule, either you return it or not.
I think that was one of the rule changes you asked about at the first game, Casey.
The guy gave me a lot of information, didn't he?
Well, Neufeld back to kickoff again.
Still got a little breeze out of the south.
Actually, looking at the flag, I think it's back to where it was at the start of the game.
Yeah, it's
kind of gusting. Approach to the ball. Much better kick again. Fielded at the 5-yard line.
Going to return and gets past a couple tacklers, but he's met at about the 22-yard line here.
44, Noah Cuckoo.
It's a nice high end over end, up in the air kick. Gave our guys a chance to go down and make a play on the ball.
First and 10 for the Broncos.
Landed in bounds and
22-yard line.
good kick. All right, Remington lines up in the same formation we've seen.
7 in motion towards the quarterback.
Hand
off
off
up the middle to Fast Knock, and he is actually dropped for a loss.
Yep. And they don't have a timeout to stop the clock, so there's 28 seconds left in the half.
That will probably be the last play of the first quarter, first half.
Yep.
I would highly doubt that Remington decides to run another play here. They sure do not look like they're going to.
So as a reminder,
they are heading to the sideline. Oh. Maybe that was a fake there, because their whole team is already headed to the locker room.
So, as a reminder,
I think if I was the Warriors, I don't think I'd leave that spot too soon until that clock hits zero. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Second quarter sponsors are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Erie Real Estate, Marion Kiwanis Club, and we will turn it over to Casey for the St. Luke quarterly report.
This will be my halftime report, but it is also a quarter, so that's all good. Hey, just FYI, if the guy's talking over these loudspeakers, I cannot hear anything except that. So if you're talking to me and he's talking, then I can't hear what you're saying, even with my high-tech earpieces. But hey, guys, second quarter much better for the Warriors. We come up 26-3, and we looked like we had a little enthusiasm, a little fire. I think we just needed to work up a good sweat, get the juices flowing. Hopefully we'll come out in the second half, play with the same intensity, get this thing out of hand by the end of the third quarter so we can get our JV in there to finish this thing off.
Sounds good, Casey. Good first half by the Warriors. Nobody injured. We've been able to preserve a couple guys that are banged up, and we're looking forward to a good second half. So we're going to take a break here. You're going to see some images from our sponsors, and we will come back in the second half.
Marion Die and Fixture is a Bradbury Group company that manufactures a wide range of custom dies and fixtures for metal forming applications. The dedicated employees and management place an emphasis on quality. Marion Die and Fixture is a proud supporter of the Marion community.
Donahue Manufacturing continues the tradition of quality trailer manufacturing which began over 50 years ago. Located just outside of Durham, Kansas, Donahue builds a full line of agricultural, industrial, and utility trailers. Continuous product evaluation and quality improvements ensure that you get maximum value for your trailer purchase. Please visit our website at donahuetrailers.com or call us toll-free 1-800-457-7406. When there's work to do, Donahue.
Welcome to Lumberyard in Hillsborough, Kansas, in Marion County. My name is John Heffley, president and owner, and I'd like to welcome you and show you some of the services we have to offer here. We are a full-service lumberyard. We do paint, lumber, hardware. We have free delivery in Marion County. We have a lot of options to show people. We have a showroom for kitchen and bath. We are just a full service, and we'd love to have you come take a look at us and shop Marion County.
All right, welcome back, Warrior fans, to the second half of our football game against the Remington Broncos. The Remington Broncos are going to kick off here from our right to the left, so from east to west. Warriors are up 26-3 at the beginning of the third quarter.
Approach and a kick.
Schneider and
over in.
Stucklick are back.
Take it about the 6-yard line. Got a good return going. Makes a couple tacklers miss. He's going to go to the far side of the field. Got one man to beat out there on the corner. Not going to get around it.
No, that was number 6 who brought him down. And
Schneider ran a long way to only get 35 yards out of that return. He probably ran 60.
Yeah, I was going to say 50 to 60.
It's
So.
at least, we're going to get the ball on the 35-yard line to start this drive.
Warriors finished the first half in a flurry with a couple touchdowns in just about 2.5 minutes, really. And so hoping to pick up where they left off here.
Brewer and Schneider in the backfield to start the second half. Neufeld split to the right.
Stringer
Hand off
snaps.
to Brewer up the middle. Not a lot there.
Just nothing there.
Maybe half a yard, maybe.
If that.
Yeah, they're giving him a spot of
They are.
a little over a yard.
Yeah. So Warriors try and make a run up the middle, and it's stopped after a gain of about 1.
We'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Marion.
Schneider and Brewer in the backfield, Stringer under center. Stucklick split out to the right. Stringer snaps, and there's a debate.
Stringer pulls and keeps, and then is brought down after about a 5-yard gain, bring up 3rd and short.
I don't know if you know this, Darren, I'm sure you have, but there's a couple times where Stringer puts the ball in for the handoff, and it looks like there's kind of a debate about who's going to come out with the ball.
It happened a lot last week.
Yeah.
A lot, especially early on in the game last week. And, you can see on that replay, he leaves it in there a long time.
Right.
Which means he's getting a good read on what the back end of the defense is going to do. It's just sometimes he's left it in there so long, the guys are going, hey, just leave it here. I'm going already.
I'm ready. Third down. Stringer just got the ball handed off. And there's not much of a gain. It's going to be maybe about 2 yards. It's going to be 4th and 1.
And about 1.
That was Evan Heidebrecht on the carry.
Well, the Warriors are going to go for it here.
Yep.
1 yard on the play. Brings up 4th down and 2 to go.
Warriors looking for the offense to have a big push.
You know, the one thing I haven't seen all year is literally Stringer taking it right here and going straight forward.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
No. Which, there they do it, and easy pick up the first down.
No problem.
Stringer at 6'3". You know, Stringer is 6. Is he listed as 6'3" or 6'4"? I think he's listed as 6'3". He's every bit of 6'3" now.
Yeah, 6'3".
But when that 6'3" body, I mean, him just falling forward, if he falls forward, that's 2 yards.
Right, right.
So, you know, our line got a good push there. He actually picked up about 4, almost 5. Neufeld split to the right, I believe.
Yep. Schneider.
Handoff back to Evan Heidebrecht, cutting back up through the line.
So Schneider's
about 5.
I think Schneider's over here getting stretched out again.
Have you guys noticed that tonight all we have to do to see something happen is to say we've never seen it before?
That's right.
Like, we weren't blitzing, we weren't rushing the quarterback, and then we've never run it up the middle, or the quarterback's never snuck it. So whatever you guys want to see,
Let's say if we want to see it, we can just say it.
Just say we're not going to do it.
I highly doubt that'll work any further, Casey. Big
Ivan
run up by the
Heidebrecht.
middle by Heidebrecht. He's going to get wrapped up after a
14-yard gain.
Yeah, 12, 13-yard gain. First down. Nice run by Evan Heidebrecht.
Heidebrecht does a great job holding on to the ball and finding open space.
There was 5 guys finally is what it took to bring him downfield. Brewer and Heidebrecht now in the backfield. Neufeld split wide to the left. Stringer under center. Takes a snap. Hands off to Brewer.
Brewer's room to run. He's going to be
8 yards.
Yep. He's going to be close to the first down with the 8-yard gain.
Nice hard run up the
Number
middle.
9, Hunter Knowles, turning to rack up the tackles.
Warriors really moving the ball well here on this drive and finding gaps. Kind of, like I said, pick it up where they left off in the first quarter, or in the first half, excuse me. Our producer wants to point out that both cameras now have a good picture. As you noticed in the first half, one of them was a little bit different than the other. So,
Pitch wide to Brewer, going on the outside. He's going to get a little bit of a corner. He's going to pick up the first down. Out of bounds about the 20-yard line.
Thank you to Gene Winkler and Jay Smith and Danny Maddox on the camera work here. And thank you to Gene for getting it all working again.
Schneider back into the ball game. Heidelberg coming out. Neufeld running into play. Neufeld's going to be split wide to the right. Brewer and Schneider now in the backfield behind Stringer. First down play here from the 20.
Stringer
and
keeps.
Handoff keeps, turns it up the middle, cuts back and down to the almost a first down. Well, actually did get picked up for first down. It's going to be first down on the 9-yard line.
Play by number 73, Harrison Meyer.
Nice decision by Stringer here.
You did what I do there, Darren. You said handoff keeps. Good run by Stringer. Able to pick up the first down. It's going to be first and goal from the 9.
First down on the play makes it first and goal at the Remington 9-yard line.
Schneider and Brewer in the backfield. Stukely split to the right. Chase going to
there
keep
is
this
nowhere
one
to
in,
go.
Not anything on this one.
The Broncos came quick.
Multiple Broncos getting up first. Looks like number 9, Hunter Knowles in the sack.
Yeah, somebody on the right side of the line completely left a hole open, and that guy just shot in and disrupted the play in the backfield before we could even hand it off. So that's going to be second and goal from the 15. Nope, it's still from the 10. I lost a yard on the play, I guess.
Yeah, I thought he lost more than that.
Lost more than that, too.
So we'll take the loss of one.
Take it. Quick
There's
pitch
the
to Schneider
on the outside. He's going to try and get around the corner.
Back. Got it.
And
Got it. There it is.
In the zone for a
zone.
zone touchdown. Good call there by the Warriors to pitch the ball to Schneider on the outside.
Schneider had so much speed going on the outside, he had his choice of when to cut back, and none of the Broncos had a good angle on when he was going to cut back. So it was actually right at the goal line before he was even had any of the first contact.
Warriors line up to go for 2. Stuklik split out to the right, and we're going to stop for a moment again.
I think they're going to move the ball again. Actually, player injury, I believe, for the Broncos. They're making one of the players leave the field. Oh, she was untied. Okay.
All right, so here we go. Warriors line up for 2. Stuklik split out to the right. Schneider and Brewer in the backfield. Handoff is to Brewer, and he's in the zone for a Case and Son 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion is good for the Warriors. They're going to make the score 34-3. 6:53 left to go in the third quarter.
Good turnout here on a Friday night by Warrior fans coming down the road from Marion to Remmington to watch this game. Marion seems to always travel well, which is fun to be part of that.
You know, our stands, I believe, are spread out a little bit longer than the home field stands that you see across the way in the camera views. And I would say we have every bit as big a crowd, if not maybe bigger, with the number of people standing on the sidelines.
Here, Darren, I got a pirate joke for you.
Here, let me have it, Jeremiah.
How can you tell a pirate is using modern technology?
How can you tell, Jeremiah?
By his eye patch. Arr! Woo! His eye patch.
His eye patch.
All right, guys, I got one.
All right, Casey.
What does a dyslexic pirate say?
I don't know what.
Oh, no.
Wow!
Oh,
Yeah.
I sure hope Mike and Roger watch this.
I do too.
broadcast.
okay, Neufeld set to kick off. And he's kicking off for that hash where he's going to have a little bit of a wind. You better kick it towards the middle of the field. Otherwise, it might go out of bounds like it just did.
Like it just did.
Flag on the play as the kickoff is sailed out of bounds.
I think we had that discussion before the game, and he chose, I guess, not to adhere to said discussion.
Sometimes, I don't know if you're familiar with this, Darren, but sometimes sons don't do what their fathers ask them to do.
Mm-hmm. As we discussed, in fact, he brought it up. It wasn't even me. He said, hey, I need to kick off from the south hashes going both ways.
Remington.
That wasn't the south hash.
Well, sometimes we get turned around. So Broncos are going to take over on their 35. They're in the same formation that we've seen.
Mercer's back in at safety for Snyder. Handoff up the
Good
middle.
penetration by the Warriors.
First one there, I believe, was Palak.
Yeah.
Palak and Anton Blaine.
Blaine Murmas.
Blaine Murmas and Tyler Palak were there.
But number 2, Blaine Murmas, emerges from the bottom of the pack for the Warriors. Second and 11 for the Broncos.
That was a good catch, Darren, by seeing Braden Mercer out there, number 1, in there for Jack Schneider. The rest of the cast is the same: Stuklik and Stringer and Hake, Heidebrecht, Hoffner,
Palak,
Vonnekamp. Yep. So we're going to bring up second and 11. Drop back to pass. He's got lots of time, too much time. It's going to be a short pass there. And he stays in bounds, and he's brought down at about the 50. So
yeah, the quarterback there made a very, very smart, good decision. As soon as Heidebrecht came off of his coverage here, we'll see as the quarterback is he's scrambling to his left. Heidebrecht comes off his coverage to come up and make a play on the quarterback, which left that guy wide open for that little catch and run.
Yeah, it almost comes off as an inadvertent screen, is how that play runs.
So they're going to have a first down at their own 48, 49-yard line.
Thiessen back.
Flag on the play.
Hard snap count, and drew a couple of the Warriors to jump.
Brewer and, was it Murmas? I think it was Brewer, maybe all three of them.
And the call is encroachment on the defense.
So it's a 5-yard penalty against the Warriors. And
5 yards for the good guys. First and 5.
Going to be first down and 5 for the Broncos. Yeah, Gene points out, I don't know if you heard the PA announcer, we referred to the home team as the good guys. So
same setup as Broncos have been in all night. 7 in motion towards the quarterback. Takes the handoff going to the wide side.
And he has nowhere to go.
Corralled by Jared Vonnekamp
for a loss of about 10 yards.
Yeah,
on
an
that play.
8-9 yard loss. Going to bring up second about 13.
And 13.
Who's 50 running on?
50 is Kyle Horton.
That's right. Kyle Horton,
junior, new to the system this year.
Yep, runs onto the field and gets a little pep talk from Blaine Murmas there. So a smaller front line here. Blaine Murmas, Kyle Horton.
Second down after the first down penalty. Quick throw to the outside to number 9. That's a number we haven't called much this year.
That's Hunter Knowles.
Hunter Knowles.
Evan Heidebrecht on the tackle.
About a 4-yard gain there. You're going to bring up 3rd and 10.
It's interesting for me when we come to some of these teams that we play, because I recognize some of these guys from basketball season, because I announce their names when we have the Marion Classic. So Hunter Knowles is a familiar name to me, seeing him on the basketball court. Here come the Warriors, 3rd down and about 10.
Back to pass again. Heaves it long down the field.
There's no one there.
Actually, if anything, that could have been an offensive pass interference the way he pushed off Riley Hake.
It's a different front line than we're used to seeing out here on defense with Brewer, Horton, and Murmis.
Giving some of the big guys a break. Going to be 4th down and a long 9. Long 9. Call it 10.
Neufeld going back for the punt. Mercer comes off.
I don't know if they're going to... I don't know if they're going...
They don't seem to know that they're going to punt.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think they're going to... Well, they are backing up into punt formation. They're just barely on their side of the 50.
High snap. It's over the kicker's head. He's going to get it off. A long kick. Wow. Yeah, Jay Smith just pointed out probably one of his best kicks.
Ball is down to the 10-yard line.
That's amazing. That's what adrenaline will do.
31 yards on the punt, no return.
Yeah, that one there, Coach is telling Austin, and I think he's right here. He probably should have called a fair catch on that one and caught that one because it would have saved about 15 yards on the bounce. A line drive kick like that is going to bounce and go past you. You know, It's not the up in the air that's going to come down and who knows which direction it's going to go. The line drive, it's going to keep going. So Austin probably should have waved that as a fair catch and tried to go for it.
So Warriors start with possession here on their 10-yard line. And we got a flag on the play. Probably
man on the field.
Yep.
Tyler Palak runs off after the huddle breaks.
There's a flag on the play.
It's going to be 1st and 15 from the 5-yard line now for the Warriors.
Warriors just trying to see how far they can go to score a touchdown.
You know, Casey, if you're listening down there, I guess what we haven't seen this year from the Warriors is a 95-yard touchdown.
15 on the Marion.
We're going to see it now.
There we go. Well, from our angle, looks like Snyder's in the backfield. I can't tell if it's Heidrich back there or Brewer. Looks like Brewer. Well, didn't get the 95-yard touchdown.
I think
Snyder picks up about...
Snyder got the handoff.
5, 6.
He got 5 yards.
Just past the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down, 9 to go.
I thought you meant a 95-yard touchdown drive. That's what you meant, right? That's what
Sure.
you meant.
I'll take that. I'll change my wording. Actually, I don't know that we've seen that from the Warriors this year, so that could be a true statement, too. I don't know that we've been backed up that far yet this year.
Stringer snaps and
keeps the ball, cuts up the field, got the angle.
Lots of room. He's got a couple men to beat. He's got one guy coming up behind him.
Yep. At the 30-yard line. Nice run by Stringer.
Number 7 for Remington is Weston Summers, and he was not going to let Stringer score.
Stringer made a great cutback
right here,
right against the grain, and just split the whole entire Remington defense. And that was Dalrymple that was going to try to help him out a little bit, but there was, 7 caught him from behind. So here we go. 1st down. Snyder's got the ball. Snyder's got lots of
room to run.
He is
in the zone for a case and some touchdown. There's your 95-yard touchdown.
95-yard touchdown drive.
Yeah,
that's what I meant to say.
That's right.
I think that was 3 plays. 95 yards, 3 plays.
3 plays and 95 yards, guys. Now we've seen it.
If you count the penalty that we got to start off, 4, but 3 offensive plays to go 95 yards.
Marion calls a timeout before the 2-point conversion.
All right, I got my last pirate joke of the night, guys.
All right.
I know everybody's going to be sad to hear that. Mike and Roger, if you're listening, I'm going to save my best one for last. Jeremiah?
Yes.
How do pirates prefer to communicate?
I don't know how, Casey.
Eye to eye. Arr.
Arr. All right, Casey. Well, I'm gonna do my last one here. It's more of a it's a story joke here. A pirate went to a doctor to get some spots on his arm examined. After checking the pirate's arm, the doctor said, "There be 9." To which the pirate replied, "No, Doc, there be 11. I counted them before I came."
Arr.
Arr.
Okay, I believe they are actually going to let Austin kick a PAT.
Okay.
That's why they called the timeout.
That was a Tampa State Bank timeout, I should say. Before we go any further, here we go. We're going to see what might be one of the first PATs we've had in a few years.
I think the last one would have been when Griff Case was a senior. It was the
you're
last
right.
time we kicked a PAT.
So Stringer will hold.
This is an interesting setup because they do not practice this very often, so we'll see how this is going to turn out. This could be ugly just from a snap, hold, kick perspective. Yep.
Neufeld has a good presence of mind to pick it up and run, but unfortunately unable to get it into the end zone. So Warriors attempt a 2-point conversion inadvertently and don't get it. So the score remains 40-3. For some reason, the clock is running.
It should.
Running clock after 35 points.
Is it 35 points?
I believe that's it.
Okay, so
But wouldn't that start after play resumes?
I don't know. Let me go grab that official I talked to the first game. I'll see what he tells me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Just I don't know if the snap was too hot, but the holder couldn't get it down. But darn it, I was just about ready to say, I'll bet we don't see an extra point tonight. And then we almost saw one.
There's still time.
Yes.
All right. Austin's
back on the left
on the left half mark there, Darren. Do you want to wave some hand signals at him?
Yeah, I need to wave some hand signals and see the time clock over here on the right? That's what he needs to aim for.
Good kick by Neufeld.
Taking it
It's
to the 5-yard
about
line.
the 5-yard line. And he's got a little bit of room to run before the Warriors bring him down at the 25-yard line. Maybe the 26.
By number 42, Hunter Helmer.
Hunter Helmer on the tackle.
18 on the return. First out for the Broncos.
Going to be the last play of the third quarter.
I don't think they're going to get it off.
They are not going to get this
So our third quarter sponsors are Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract. And we're going to turn over to Casey Case for the quarterly report.
All right, guys, Marion's got this thing well in hand now, playing a lot more confident and comfortable in the third quarter. I want to go back to our predictions before the game. I think I predicted 44-6. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
All right, so here's what's going to happen. And no, I need to say this won't happen. Remington's going to kick another field goal. We're going to get 2 safeties. I'm going to hit it on the head.
Actually, here's the better scenario, because I picked
50-14.
50-14. Now, I don't think they're going to get 14.
All right,
But there's a pretty good chance we get 50.
Oh, I guess that wasn't much of a quarterly report, was it? That's all I got.
All right, well,
no more pirate jokes.
We got to take a break.
All right.
The Marion High School Boosters are always there to support the students of Marion High in all their activities. Parents, grandparents, patrons of the district, and anyone wishing to support young people striving to excel are welcome to join the Warrior Nation. Buy some Warrior gear and show your colors. Come to a play, a game, a concert, or any other activity. Help boost the Warriors.
Check out Marion County Ace Hardware on Highway 56 north of town for all your home improvement, camping, lawn care, and other hardware needs. Marion Ace Hardware is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. They are committed to being the helpful place by offering knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Helping you is the most important thing they do every day at Marion County Ace Hardware. Carlson's Grocery supports the Marion Warriors, the Center Cougars, and all the people and organizations of the area. Carlson's offers a full-service grocery store with small-town friendliness and big city selection. Newly remodeled, Carlson's Grocery has a great variety of all your favorites. Fresh produce, an outstanding deli, and mouth-watering catering are also available at Carlson's. Carlson's Grocery, everything you need right here at home. Hannah Ford Abstract and Title is a trusted name serving people in the region since 1871. They provide abstracts of title and title insurance, along with real estate closings for your transactions. With the latest in leading-edge computer technology, Hannah Ford Abstract will continue to be dedicated to providing the very best of service for years to come and to supporting students of MHS.
All right, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those words from our sponsors. We are thankful also for our Warrior sponsors, Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and Katie Insurance. We are broadcasting from the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast area, and we are thankful for all those sponsors and what they afford us the ability to do.
The defense now has a lot of JV players are now present on the field for the defense.
Good eye.
Noah Dalrymple's moved to safety. Braden Mercer's in there at safety. Colton Mercer's now at one of the outside linebackers, so is Noah Cuckoo. Get to the down lineman here in a second. And it was Garrett Hoffner in on that stop.
Yeah, Brandon Wynn is in there, 54.
Here comes Jared Ray into one of the middle linebackers.
Yeah, he's going to take Tyler Palak out.
Going to come out. Stuklik and Hake are still at the corners. Down lineman, you're right. Brandon Wynn,
Kyle Horton,
and Kyle Horton.
And Blaine Murmas, yep.
So starting to see a spattering of the JV intermixed in with the starters. Don't think you're going to, I bet when we go back on offense, I bet you see the JV offense come out.
Stringer's helmet's off, Schneider's helmet's off.
Tyler Palak's helmet's off. Long pass out to the flat. Nice coverage by Mercer, but they still say he came down inbounds.
Man, I'm a long way away from that, but I thought he was out of bounds.
Nice pass by Thiessen. Good coverage by Mercer coming over to make the hit. Well, it's tough to tell with the crown of the field in our cameras, but good concentration by the receiver, but a good hit by our young freshman safety. First down now at 45-yard line.
Seven's in
hand
motion,
off to Seven, coming wide.
Got room
Gonna
to
get
run there.
Tackled by Hake, right about the first down marker, just a yard pass.
Hake reached out and grabbed him.
Lanning now in. Going into the middle.
55 is Luke Lanning.
He's in for Hoffner. So now the middle of that defense out there is our JV. The front line is now the JV front line.
Yep. Stuklik's still outside.
Stuklik's still outside, and so is Hake. Dalrymple and Mercer in the back at the safety positions. '81 keeps it up the middle.
Got room to run.
Have some room.
Stuklik's chasing him down.
At the 18-yard line.
Yep.
17-yard line.
So JV looking for a stop here.
28 yards on the quarterback keeper. First down for the Broncos.
Unable to contain the Bronco offense right now.
this front line right now, and the linebackers just don't have quite the pursuit that the starters do.
Mm-hmm.
Bad snap there. Hey, and that is
I think it's
recovered
recovered by the Warriors. Yeah.
Good recovery.
That was
Noah Cuckoo.
Noah Cuckoo fell on it, and it's Marion ball.
That was I think the snap hit the
hit the guy in motion.
The guy in motion. Snapped right into him, and Cuckoo came up and made a nice play on the ball to get that recovery. Oh! Okay, here we go, Warriors. I thought there was a flag there for a second. That ball went up. So, we're seeing Stringer come back out on offense, but we've got a slightly different lineup around him.
Yeah, I saw him with his helmet off, and he must have put it back on.
Looks like the offensive line is still the starters, but we've got Cuckoo in the backfield with Colton Mercer. So the JV running backs are in with Stringer. Hand off to Cuckoo. No, he keeps pitches to Mercer. Mercer turns it upfield. He's going to get a first down.
There's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Carryman number 15.
I got a feeling that's going to be called on Neufeld. Just where the flag was thrown. I bet it's going to be holding right out here on the corner. Yeah, Neufeld had his hands out on the outsides.
Hard to hide it there.
Of the guy he was blocking.
Officials having a conversation about it.
But you know what? He got his man on the ground.
Oh, he did. He did, definitely.
He did a very good job of that.
And I don't know what the discussion is about.
We're going to take this opportunity to tell you about our fourth quarter sponsors, Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investment, and the Lumberyard. And our Marion Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and Katie Insurance. They're calling holding on the offense. It was a long time to get to that call.
So it's not going to be 1st and 11. First and 11, 1st and 12 now. Clock running at 6:14 to go here in this fourth quarter.
I'm pretty sure that took 3 minutes.
Took every bit of 2 from the last snap.
Stringer under center.
Hands off to the first
I
back.
think he keeps.
Oh, he did keep.
And he's going to be brought down for a loss.
Number 8 with the keeper. Watson Broncos with the stop and the sack and the takedown.
The stop and the sack and the takedown.
Going to bring up 2nd and a long way to go. Looks like 16.
Loss of 5 on the play.
Coming on the field.
Down and 17.
Hunter Helmer now in at quarterback.
42 is Hunter Helmer. So 5:30 remaining in the game.
JV quarterback now in behind the varsity line with JV running backs. Hunter keeps. Going to get back a few yards, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. So it looks like he's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Clock now down to just at 5 minutes as the referees reset the ball.
The Warriors instructed just to keep the ball on the ground and keep the clock running and don't do anything stupid.
We'll have 3rd down and 11.
Mercer brings the play in.
Brings the play in. First time we've seen him on offense tonight.
Last quarter of play. Please remember to pick up any trash around you in your area and throw it in the nearest trash can on your way out this evening, please.
Hunter
Looking
back
to pass.
Got Mercer. Oh.
Fastball's incomplete.
I was surprised to see a pass, but that was a good pass by Helmer. Mercer just unable to come down with it, but nothing wrong with that there, Darren. It was fun to see that attempt. And
You know, I didn't get to go to the JV game this last Monday, but they did very well against Sedgwick, and they put a lot of points on board the last couple of weeks against Sedgwick, so have to try to make the JV game Monday night and see if they can rack up some more points on the Remington JV. First punt of the evening for the Warriors.
Bounces off the ground.
Back to kick. Gonna get a bounce. Looks like
Still going.
It's gonna end up past the 50-yard line. Looks like it's gonna stay at 49.
So
3:45 to go in this ball game.
Clock remains running.
35 yards on the
Warrior defense coming onto the field.
The return. That will bring
The JV defense in its entirety.
Yeah, you see 60 Cade Alvin out there. 65 Matthew Christensen is out there.
Who's on the far side there?
64, of course, is Jared Ray.
44 Cuckoo.
44 is Cuckoo. 55 is Luke Lanning.
15 is Colton Mercer.
Yep. 40.
Actually, Stuklik is at one corner and Neufeld is here at the other corner.
A couple guys just to contain.
And Will Alvin is back at the other safety.
Oh!
Nice hit there by
Thiessen
Kyle
kept.
Horton. Unfortunately, Thiessen kept the ball, but wow. Horton just tattooed that running back.
Colton Mercer. Not before Bronco.
Seth Lanning now in for Stuklik.
First and 10 Broncos.
81.
Yes, 81 on the far side there.
.230 remaining.
Clock winding down. Same formation. Snap. Quick pitch underneath the number 2.
there.
And very nice hit.
Nothing there.
Up the field tackle. That was made by
think that was
Cade
Cade
Alvin.
Alvin. Yep.
Nice push.
There's a
Whoa! And they're going to call Cade Alvin for a little bit of extra celebration after the play. I think the chest thumping might have given that one away. We don't happen to have a replay of that, do we, Gene? Okay. After the play. Oh, no.
Unsportsmanlike contact call on the offense.
There's the unsportsmanlike.
And the defense as
So,
well.
right there, he makes the good play. It's what he does after he gets up that we'll see is what draws the yellow hanky. Oh, didn't get the end of it there. So
There was unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams, so it's offsetting penalties and we'll see.
defense still shuffling people in. Jared Ray's now coming off the field. Somebody else reported in, and I did not catch a number there.
The clock has stopped for this.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah, you don't need to march it off.
I have no idea whether they stopped the clock on that one. Oh well, here we go. Minute 45 to go in this ball game.
First and 10 for the Broncos after the penalty.
Austin Thiessen to throw again. Throws short underneath, but misfires. Incomplete
There's
pass.
an incomplete pass. Caught it on the ground.
Austin Ababen also now into the game. Number 22.
Yep.
Down to a minute 10. It's going to be second and 10 on the 34. This JV defense just needs to stiffen up right here, not even allow a first down, let alone a touchdown. Finish up this game.
Secondary is pretty deep for the Warriors. Not going to give up anything here.
Thiessen back to pass again. He's going to throw deep. Whoa. Austin Ababen slightly missed that.
For number 3, Seth Hale.
Instead of going deep with the guy, Austin Ababen cut it underneath like the pass was going to go underneath. He was trying to overplay the and cut under the route and maybe make a pick, and instead the quarterback threw it over his head.
Yeah, he got lucky it went too far.
I
so.
think Coach Smith might be letting him know about that right now. That, hey, there's less than a minute to go. Let's not give them a chance to score. Do not let them get behind you.
There's going to be one more play in this game. Warrior varsity at midfield lined up, ready to shake hands.
81 throws again underneath. Number 9 catches the ball. He's going to be brought down right at the 25-yard line. That should be the final play of the game, although
They stopped the clock.
they stopped the clock.
Timeout called by the Broncos.
Oh, timeout.
7.4 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Okay.
So we got a Tampa State Bank timeout. With 40-3 with 7.4 seconds left. The official's moving the ball.
After the timeout, the Broncos will have 4 stands.
Again.
Well, Casey, during this timeout, would you like to go ahead and do kind of a wrap-up? While we're
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that so we can get to the scaffolding. Let's pretend the game's over and Warriors have won 40-3. I will have to give hats off to the Remington kicker. How long was that field goal? Was it
45 yards.
45 yards. Yeah, he nailed it.
Casey, I found out during halftime that that's a school record for a field goal.
I think it'd be a school record just about anywhere. I bet it'd be a school record at Marion. At any rate, the Warriors played a great second, third, and fourth quarter. Got some JV in. The biggest thing is I don't think we got anybody injured any further than we had before the game. So all in all, I'd chalk this up. Another win for the Warriors. I believe that makes us 4-0, right?
That's
4-0.
correct.
Final play of
4-0.
the game here. Thiessen takes the snap, drops back. He's going to throw semi-long over the middle. Pass broken up by number 56.
That's going to do it, guys, and that is my fourth quarter report.
All right. Thank you, Casey. Darren, any closing thoughts?
One quick note.
The pass was broken up there by Todd Pallick to finish the game.
JV game.
Younger brother to Tyler. 40-3, that first quarter, that's one thing we got to fix. We cannot have the slow first quarter again next week against Sterling that we've seen this last couple of weeks. If the Warriors can fix that, and play just good, hard-nosed, run up the gut, run where you got to run, get the blocks, I think we got a good chance at another W next week against Sterling. A lot of things can change, but we're at home. That's always a plus. I think we'll have a good shot next week. So, does it for me.
All right. Good win for the Warriors here at Remington. As Casey mentioned, Warriors advanced to 4-0 on the season and are heading now to play Sterling at home next week.
Homecoming.
For homecoming. And we hope to see you there. Be Old Settlers Day weekend. We appreciate you catching this broadcast and joining us for this game tonight.
Hey, Jeremiah, before you sign off, since you mentioned Old Settlers Day, homecoming weekend, I just want to remind everybody that the country club will be open to the public from noon to midnight for socializing on Friday. So that's something that used to be sort of a staple of Old Settlers Day, and country club went away from it 10 or 12 years ago, and now it's back. So
all right, so you can
walking distance from the football field.
There you go. Lots to do next weekend. We hope that you'll join in all of it or some of it, and we're looking forward to that. Again, from Broncos Stadium, Warrior victory tonight. We wish you well. Good night, and have a great week.